All right, welcome everyone to Velmont's 6th presidential inauguration of Hype Archery. There's the dashing fellow himself, or there was when he was still on screen. Yeah, this is a recorded document for the event itself. As you can see, we have one little last minute adjustment. We forgot to get the Constitution, so we are getting that right now, or rather, I'm asking Twitch to do it. Probably because I'm just too lazy to do so. Yeah, when we recorded this video, we didn't do it with audio, so that is why I will be narrating this pretty much for the rest of the video. So the Constitution is in a vault at the Museum of History, that is correct. And I'm telling Twitch to talk to the security guard, and then he'll open it for him. So yeah, we'll be waiting any minute now. As you can see, this paper isn't the Constitution, so we'll have to go get that. Um, yeah, Twitch is clearly taking his time, so. Alright, it looks like Twitch has some news. The security guard guarding the vault won't open it because he's paranoid a Shepard is trying to swipe the Constitution. He says he'd only open it if we are in a group together to make sure there are witnesses around. I tried to tell him that my husband owns Cohen Corp, but he wasn't buying it. Said I look too good to be married to a troll that owns Cohen Corp. Of course, that's a dog on me. I am the troll he is referring to. I disagree, of course, with that, but nonetheless, yeah, I guess now we have to go as a group to get the Constitution. As you can see, we're making our way down to the museum. Huge props to Keck for helping me with some of these exhibits you're seeing. Here's Jimmy the security guard. He says there's many rumors of theft or attempts to steal the Constitution, so that's why we had to come as a group. Yeah, as you can see, Jimmy's very paranoid to open the door. But yeah, I'm able to, I guess, reveal my true character as you'll see here, and that I guess acts as a secret passcode to let Jimmy know that this is really Chris Cohen and not some imposter. Yep, that's Chris Cohen. All right, very well. So yeah, now he's. I'm going to open the door now. Please keep an eye out for any suspicious activity. Jeff, this horse comes right. Of course, kind of steals the show's thunder, but yeah. There it is. Take it safely before something happens. Of course, something does end up happening. We're not sure what happens, but we get this piece of security disc, and it looks like the museum security goes down as well at the time. Oh, poor Jeff. Is he getting attacked right now? The Constitution is missing. Yeah, I'm very surprised about it at that time. Wait a minute, you guys have our broken security disc. And then he basically frames us for it. I should have known you were a bunch of Shepard imposters. I come to our defense. I say, wait, it's not true. Just because Twitch smells like a barnyard animal doesn't make him a Shepard. Yeah. So save it for the slammer. We're all dangerous criminals, and you're under arrest of Velmont's inescapable prison, the Santa Velmonica District Prison, located on Velcatraz Island. So here we are, basically, kind of getting sentenced to life for stealing the Constitution. Here's a message. Prison life consists of leisure, work, food, and sleep. Anything else you get is a privilege. So yeah, basically our prison days are divided into those 4 pastimes. We're gonna skip a lot of it. I'll kind of get through it, but yeah, here's the prison cell for our first night. Yeah, remember there is no escape. This is your new life now. Twitch, try not to drop the soap. So, just a bit of humor, I suppose, to lighten the mood. After all, we are in prison now, so. One thing worth pointing out is obviously here's a book. It kind of reveals our inner thought. Even a new prison is built from old stone, and we can use that old stone to help us gain our freedom. Like you see here, basically this jail cell happens to have cracked stone, and basically if we remove enough pebbles, we'll be able to clear out that passage, and we'd be able to maybe escape like that. But anyways, here's part one of our day. This is leisure time. We're basically out in the yard. Yeah, basically getting to talk with other cellmates and enjoy our time since obviously we don't get to see each other when we're in the prison cells. There's a lot of sheep here too, probably likely sheepherds. Um, yeah. Let's see. We talked to this Casper Remnock. I'll give you anything for the right price. So he's going to be kind of a little bit of a dealer in a way, helping us out with some supplies we could possibly use to escape. Um, let's see what this person has to say. They've banned wood, so nobody can escape the island. Okay. Nobody to make boats to escape. Interesting. As you can see, people are playing a bit. Oh, people are just hitting the sheep. All right. Let's see if there's anyone else that can help us out. Let's see, like this guy, a VPD officer as a prison guard. I'm supposed to have access to that guard tower, but the door's locked. Have changed, and I don't have the key. Interesting. Maybe that bit of information will come back up later. In the meanwhile, though, there turns out to be a little bit of a parkour adventure that some of the other prisoners are trying. Like Tyron over there, Tyron's doing really well. Unfortunately, fell, but he can always get back up and try again. There's someone else over there, and yeah, it looks like a lot of people are trying it. Tyrant does warn us that one of the sides has barriers, so to go the other side, which is a super helpful tip. It looks like this parkour is needed to access that to the top of that tower over there. Who knows what we will find up there? Let's see when someone gets up there. Yeah, it looks like Hype is able to make it. Unfortunately, I had no success myself in that parkour. Let's see. Hype tells us he's got an egg, which hopefully that'll be useful. Um, yeah, so you should hold on to that for safekeeping. He does. So he does end up telling us that he does use the egg, which who knows? Maybe that was useless. Maybe that had some purpose. We'll find out later, I suppose, about that. For now, though, you can just watch me kind of freaking out about it in the chat because, you know, who knew if it did have a purpose or not? We'll find out later, like as I just mentioned. Anyways, now we're on to part two of our prison life. Basically, this is the work section of the day. It's pretty much just a grind session. Here is how we get. Basically, we have to craft anvils, so grinding iron and then smelting it. Um, and yeah, we get basically a currency that like the prison runs on. We'll end up using this currency to purchase stuff from that one character earlier. This grind session does become really tedious and probably boring to watch, which is why I'm speeding it up. This grind session, though, it took up a lot of time for the actual event, but there's no noteworthy reason to keep it in the video, thus why I'm speeding it up. And since it's not all that entertaining, I'm just going to showcase it here, the grind journey. Just know for the rest of the days you'll see, I do skip our work session because there's just no point. You'll just get the idea that we've been gathering money. But yeah, here's part 3 of our day. This is basically the chow part where we eat food. We do come across this NPC character, the chef. Hopefully I actually like click on them. I think I do here right now. Okay, yeah, 4 years of Corbo's chef school just to produce slop. I want to make real food like a 3-egg omelet. If you can fetch me 1 chicken egg, 1 turtle egg, and 1 sniffer egg, I'd make you a special food item, and this special food item would give us basically a potion effect kind of thing. So yeah, we do have to find 3 eggs now, basically. Not have to, but have to pretty much. Yeah, so it's almost as if that egg that Hype just threw away so carelessly earlier had some purpose, but oh well. Yeah, and this is me just gathering food. before we hit the hay. So yeah, you'll see it on my screen that the pebbles removed keeps going up, or maybe that also showed up on other people's screens. But basically, we got a random prison cell each night. You saw I had that one prison cell the previous night, which had the chiseled stonework. So now somebody else is there, and they're getting help with that. One thing to mention for that one guy here for part one in the leisure, he had a special deal. If we trade some of our prison currency to him, he'd give us a special shank that would help us in the stonework process. We will end up using that later on, but for the meantime, we do have to find a new egg. Luckily, the seagull, quote unquote seagull, it's a seagull, but it gives us a chicken egg. Luckily, they laid another egg in the next, yeah, every day. So Hype's unfortunate careless behavior didn't ruin our plan. But PGG did get the sniffer egg, so that will help us a lot. And then, yeah, we should only have one more egg, the turtle egg. I believe, though, that was in someone's prison cell. I can't remember who. Hopefully, it might have been Tyrant then if someone said, give me the egg. Oh, or no, I believe Tyrant got it. Yeah, this is a prison files book we bought from the dealer guy. Yeah, if you read that in time, good for you. Or you can go back and pause it. Unfortunately, that's the only one it showed. Yeah, I got bunked with Twitch tonight. As you see, those barrels, they had some loot, and I believe that's where the turtle egg is. Someone found it, though, obviously, because, well, not to spoil it. Okay, I won't spoil anything then. Um, Here we are back to the start of our of a new prison day. Here's the prison dealer. Like you see, he has stuff like the shanks, which help us out a lot. They basically allow us to dig more of the pebbles out for each quote unquote click of the button. If you saw from earlier. Oh, okay. So we have to buy the sea turtle egg, but okay, I guess I bought it then. Um, yeah, so we bought the turtle egg, we got the chicken egg from that tower, and then Hype got the no, PGG got the sniffer egg, and that was the one that was probably hidden in a barrel in one of the cells. So, good for PGG for getting that for us. That'll help us all out. While I wasn't looking, it appears that I guess Hype, maybe it was other people, they built a tower to get up here, so made the parkour thing a little bit not um, useful anymore. Um, Here we are though, back. Obviously, we skipped the grind part because no reason to show that. Now we got two of our eggs. Now Hype's gonna get us the third egg. Yay! Okay, so there we go. We got it, and we basically get a special omelet that has a night vision effect. This will actually help us out a lot when we are basically plotting our escape plan. We are really close to escaping though now, at least for the video's sake. This took much longer when we were actually doing the event. But as you remember, there is no wooden blocks available on the prison to avoid building boats to sail to the main shore. But there is bamboo, so we can craft blocks of bamboo to build a raft, which would serve as just the same thing as a boat would. We were able to start making some noticeable progress though on removing pebbles just because we could afford the shanks. As you could see, I started speeding it up by a lot to show you that that in itself was also a grind. Um, we did end up going skipping some routines of the process just to get to this part faster because we did get to a point where we no longer needed anything but the escape part. As you can see here, it says good news. Um, we basically were able to um, finish removing all the pebbles, but we had to go through one extra day in the town, and hopefully nothing bad would happen to us on our last day before our escape. It is for the best though, because we do need to buy those blocks of bamboo to build our rafts. I am starting to lay it on a little thick that something bad is going to happen to us on our last day right before we escape, but in all honesty, nothing bad does happen. It does end up being a good day, luckily. So yeah, we just say goodbye to everyone from the prison yard and now also the person working the front desk of the work center. And then we do craft our bamboo rafts to help us out with our escape plan. And then, yeah, we just say goodbye to the chef as well. After that eventful day of our farewells, we are able to now start our prison break. As you can see, it's a little bit of a decoy now, the wall over there. It is just Hype and I now. Lord Red did go AFK, and so this second part of the video, I'll just talk about this now while you can enjoy the parkour of us trying to escape. Basically, during the second half of the event was recorded at a different day, which is why most of the players that you saw from the first half of the video are no longer here, unfortunately, just because it had to be done a second day. So, yeah, that's all though. Lord Red though was able to attend with us, or more so in spirit though, because I think they just AFK'd at their computer. Um, yeah, we do end up doing the parkour very well, and yeah, now we're in this maze. I am going to speed through it a little bit just because this isn't really an eventful part. Luckily, we do make it more towards the outsides of the prison, like this little hallway area. No prisoners allowed. And we do come across a guard tower up ahead, which we are going to visit when this short dialogue exchange is over. Yeah, we do have to be very stealthy not to wake or disrupt the guards. As you could see, here's a guard tower. We do end up deciding to go inside. As you recall from earlier, that one prisoner mentioned that this guard tower in particular, he no longer had access to, almost as if prisoners weren't allowed to. We do find the Constitution while we're in here, which is a little suspicious. But we're glad to have the Constitution back, of course. It's interesting how it got over here into the prison in the first place. Um, yeah, it looks like there's a note. P.S. Timmy, the Constitution's here. And then we have this note. We're planning you and Red X an escape tonight from the prison. This anonymous member who has close ties to Timmy Sheepard, the founder of the Sheepards, has been planning their escape for a long time, including hacking into the museum security to frame us, the whole group, just to send us to the prison as well, and in attempts to hopefully stop the election or the inauguration of Hype R Tree. So yeah, this is me. It was a lot of news to take all at once. So I kind of freaked out a little bit. Um, yeah, someone framed us, and they're friends with Timmy and Red Axe. Yeah, Hype handled the news better than I did. Yeah, he was on to something being suspicious. Yeah, I suppose I was gaslit a lot enough to believe that I did actually end up stealing the Constitution. But yeah, now our goal is to, actually, we still gotta escape the prison, but once we do, we're gonna use this Constitution and this note we were given to basically clear our names and then continue with the inauguration. Yeah, it turns out these strip wire hooks didn't work, which is pretty funny, I guess. Um, but yeah, so yeah, now here we are swimming underwater underneath the whole prison just to get out. We do so quite with ease, to be honest. We're just pros at it. So here we are now. We're gonna get into this raft, and then yeah, now we're heading back to the main shore of Santa Monica, and we are gonna head straight to the police department in Santa Monica, the SVPD, if you will, and then yeah, clear our names. As you can see, Hype does not follow me, so I was kind of unsure where Hype was going. You can see he's going a long route. He's going a long route to get there. Turns out it was so he can get into the. You'll see right now. Yeah, there's Hype. He ended up beating me to the VPD desk. But yeah, here we are. We're gonna hand both of these documents to them, clear our names, and then, yeah, we're going to get the green light to go back to the Capitol and then actually do the inauguration like we were supposed to. It's amazing how every inauguration there's always something that gets in our way, gets into our plans. Yeah, here we are. We're about to take the subway station. Station. We're in station number 6 right now, but we get off at station number 4, which is the Capitol station. We are now about to start the actual inauguration event for real now, so I will be reading the messages from both of us. For those of you who are new to the inauguration, we will go over the promises asked in the Constitution written by Leonardo di Velmont himself. And of course, here's the lovely Constitution itself. In its final glory, we finally got it back. Do you promise to uphold Velmont's mission to provide its inhabitants with freedom, peace, and quality? And of course, he says, I do. Do you promise, as president, to protect each Velmont citizen who has contributed to its benefits with the powers given to you as president? And he says, I do. And type, do you recognize that every Velmonter must obey and respect Velmont's laws, including yourself? I do. And type, lastly, do you promise, as president, to secure the Velmont institution and its programs that help and give back to its citizens? And he says, I do. Good. We were quite worried there for a second. Hype, with the power vested in me, I now pronounce you Velmont's 6th president. Please wear this ceremonial crown as an official token of your inauguration. And thank you, loyal citizens, for being here today. The support for my presidential election was resounding for me, and it means so much to me that you voted for me. Even those who did not vote for me, thank you for being here. Thank you for protection this nation's democracy, and thank you to those who could not make it to this inauguration. A few years ago, I joined this server for the first time, perhaps not a few, maybe more like 3 or 4, but I was greeted with kind faces in a much different Velmont. It's been amazing seeing how things have changed since I first joined. The mall in central Velmont hadn't been made yet, the modern system of currency was just being put into place, Santa Velmonica for the most part did not exist, and especially as a police officer, this nation's flourishing times and rough stormy times has been beautiful to see, experiencing firsthand the evil that we work so hard to end, and similarly the beautiful kindness that brings us together. I hope to bring more beautiful kindness in my presidential term and hope to make lasting impactful changes. As some of you may heard, the Shepards were days away from laying their hands on the Constitution, framing us for many days leading to the delay. However, me and other impactful leaders in the city like Cac, Twitch, Matt, and last but not least, Tyrant, while inside jail, were capable of stopping the plot. I hope this shows you how strong the leaders of this nation are, and I would like to thank every single one of my comrades for working with me. Lastly, thank you, Chris, for working so hard to let this happen. And once again, thank you everyone for showing up.